Have you ever wondered why God is depicted differently in the Old and New Testament of the Bible? The Old Testament seems to portray God as a God of justice and wrath, while the New Testament emphasizes God, love and mercy. But are these depictions really different, or are they two sides of the same God? Welcome to the Bible Explained. In this video, we'll explore how the Old and New Testament come together to form a complete understanding of God's personality. Let's start with the Old Testament. In the Old Testament, God is often portrayed as a God of justice and wrath. He is a powerful and fearsome deity who demands strict obedience from his people and who is willing to punish those who disobey him. The Old Testament contains many stories of God's wrath, such as the flood, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the plagues of Egypt. In the New Testament, however, God is depicted differently. The emphasis is on God's love, mercy, and forgiveness. This is exemplified in the teachings of Jesus, who emphasized love, forgiveness, and compassion towards others. The New Testament also presents Jesus as a mediator between God and humanity, who offers a way for people to be reconciled to God. But are these really different depictions of God, or are they two sides of the same God? The answer lies in understanding that the God of the Old Testament and the God of the New Testament are not separate entities, but different aspects of the same God. God is unchanging and eternal, but the way he interacts with humanity can vary depending on the context and the people involved. In fact, there are many instances in the Old Testament where God shows love, mercy, and compassion towards his people. For example, in the story of Jonah, God shows mercy to the people of Nineveh after they repent of their sins. In the New Testament, there are also instances where God's justice and wrath are emphasized, such as the book of Revelation. So, to truly understand God's personality, we must take both the Old and New Testaments into account. Only then can we see the full picture of God's character, a God who is just and righteous, but also loving, merciful, and compassionate. The Old and New Testaments are not separate entities, but are two parts of the same story of God's relationship with humanity. By reading both testaments, we can see the full picture of God's character and better understand his plan of humanity. I hope this video has helped you understand how the Old and New Testament come together to form a complete understanding of God's personality. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.